Do you think upskilling is important? Welcome back to this channel and I hope you're doing absolutely fine. Today, I have with me Sarika. She is an educator and content developer in the field of aptitude. She has trained over 2000 students across India in the field of banking, finance, MBA, law for their entrances. Hi Sarika, welcome to my channel.
Thank you so much, Sneha. Thanks for having me here.
I'm so glad you're here. Now, I want to start by the most basic question. Why is aptitude important?
Okay. So, see, first of all, what do you mean by aptitude? What is aptitude? It's the competency of you to do anything. For example, when you were a baby, okay, when you were learning to walk and stuff, okay, earlier you couldn't walk, but slowly and steadily observing other people, touching various spots, you started moving. So you became competent in moving, right? You developed that skill. You were not skilled that way, okay, but you kept on developing that. So aptitude is your basic competence to do anything. Okay, basically, generally people relate it with your natural ability. So, what is your aptitude to drive a car? What is your aptitude to crack an exam or whatever? So, they generally relate it with natural things. But then, over the years, experts have realized that even though you have a basic set of aptitude skills, as in when you're born and brought up, you can always grow and develop your attitude. And that can happen by your training and education and all that stuff. So, because of that, later on, what happens is you develop aptitude in various different fields. For example, logical aptitude, mathematical aptitude, science and technology aptitude, or somebody is more interested in the organizational behavior, the HR aptitude. So, you keep on developing and growing. So, that is what aptitude is, your basic competence to do anything.
Right, absolutely. Now, coming to my next question, why should one upskill?
Yeah, see, upskilling is what? Like in a layman term or a layman concept, upskilling is developing a new skill. Now, in today's scenario, if you ask why do you need to upskill, see, every day people are coming up with new trends, new developments, and so much of competition in the market. Right. And if you want to stay relevant in the company, in your surrounding, in your competition, you have to keep on developing and you have to upskill yourself as and when required, because the skills which you had 10 years back might not be as important today as they were 10 years back. So if you have upskilled and if you've grown, like for example technology grew so well, so I being a teacher, I was really confident, taking offline classes, physical classes, face to face with the students and stuff. Then I upskilled myself to online. Then I developed new software skills and stuff like that to make it interesting and also informative for the students. So if you don't upskill yourself, you'll no longer be relevant. So that is the reason you need to upskill.
Right. Okay, coming to a very, very common question, why MBA?
Okay, see, first of all, MBA stands for Masters of Business Administration. Now, most of the students who are done with a graduate degree, if they don't do a master's in anything, for example, you have so many graduates in the country who are jobless and looking for good opportunities and stuff. And like I said, your competition, the trends, the developments are so high that if you want to be at par with your competitors, you have to upskill. So MBA is one such opportunity which not only lets you upskill, but also it develops a new thought process towards life, towards business, towards so many things. Now, see, most of the people who do MBA are generally engineers. Now, being an engineer, a lot of people have this question: why should I do MBA? मुझे MBA की क्या ज़रूरत है? I'm an engineer. I'm a technical person. But then, when you start working in a company, you start with a technical profile. But later on, when you grow, ultimately you have to manage a team. You become a team lead. Then you become a manager. Then later on, like a senior manager, and maybe then you run the company. So for all those things, you require an MBA. So you need to have the basic understanding as to how do you manage a team. And not only that, देखो, it gives you leadership skills. It helps you understand what's the risk analysis, how do you manage your finances. If you have a product and if you're running a company, you will not only be doing the HR work or the finance work, you'll be doing everything. You'll be doing your leadership, team management, you'll be doing your risk analysis. On top of that, you need to market your product, you need to upgrade your product, you need to understand your customers. So for all of that, MBA is a degree which really helps the students to get comfortable with the clients and to gain all these as properties within themselves. So that is the reason MBA is very important. Yeah.
Couldn't agree more, I think. Okay, now
Yeah.
coming to something that we all should know. What is the procedure within India, and what are the different exams that one should prepare for? And
Right.
if you can take the audience through some of the entrances and the structure of exams, that would really help, you know.
Okay. Okay. See, the most important exam for India, which most of the students give, is CAT, Common Admission Test. It's considered to be one of the most toughest exams in the country. But trust me, if you can crack it, you have so many opportunities in front of you. It's like you've made your life. You have so many opportunities to choose from. You can decide if you want to work with a company. You have the best of the people around whom you can work with, your dream companies, dream people, or if you want to start your own venture, you can do that. So CAT is one of the most important exams, but the problem is it occurs only once a year. That's in the month of November. So many people keep on preparing for this exam since like 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. People keep on applying because they want to get into their dream college. So I'm sure you would have heard of I'm Ahmedabad, I'm Bangalore, I'm Calcutta, I'm T Ghaziabad, SP Jain. I mean, CAT is the exam which is accepted by all the colleges in the country who are looking for the best students. Okay, so that is the reason CAT is considered to be the toughest because it has to be, right? Only then, if you can crack a good aptitude exam, then you can get into the best of the colleges. So, IIM Ahmedabad and all these colleges are definitely there. But apart from that, now there are many new IIMs which are called as the baby IIMs which have come up. They are also doing really well. Then you have IITs providing, great chances for MBA. So CAT is one such exam. Then we have SNAP. So if many people are focused towards Symbiosis is their dream college. The main college is in Pune. So you have Symbiosis College for business management, for HR, for data analytics, marketing. They have many various colleges. So Symbiosis takes SNAP, which is also a very, very important exam. Then you have NMAT, which is basically taken by Narsi Monji. And Narsi Monji Institute, it's there in Mumbai. Vile Parle is the main branch. But now, earlier, NMIMS was the only college accepting NMAT. Now you have 15 more colleges accepting NMAT. So there are so many opportunities. You have Goa Institute of Management, you have Xavier's College, you have Dalmia, you have so many colleges accepting NMAT. And then if you're looking at a simpler exam, so many people are very scared of CAT. If you're looking for an easier exam, so state-wise, there is this exam called as CET. So for Tamil Nadu, they have their own CET. Maharashtra has its own CET. You know, all the different states have their own CET. So they can give those exams also if they want to get into slightly average or better than average colleges, but not the best of the colleges. So there are so many opportunities. There are multiple exams which you can give if you want to get into best of the colleges. Also, there is a college, there's an exam called as IIFT, which is Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. So if you are interested in international business, trading and all of that, exports, imports, if you're very clear about it, just give that exam and get yourself a degree and you're good to go. It's also a brilliant exam, and we have many pass outs who are doing really well in the industry today. Also, there are many operations. You won't believe there are many operations colleges coming up because today, operations is the most important thing right now. If you have Amazon, you have Flipkart, you have Myntra, at just one click, you have all your products being delivered. Everything is being managed at such a large scale. How is that happening? Because people are being trained in the best of the colleges for operations, and their delivery management and stuff like that. So there are many colleges like that which help you.
Right, right. And what
Yeah.
about these personal interviews that each of the colleges have? So, what is the structure like after you give these exams?
Correct. So see, personal interviews keeps on varying from college to college. It depends on which exam you're giving. So generally after CAT, it's not necessary if you clear CAT, you'll get a call from all the IIMs. Every IIM has a different criteria. So maybe Ahmedabad will call you, but Bangalore might not call you. Calcutta might call you. So depending upon the criteria. So every college has a different interview pattern, but a generic pattern is you have to give a group. So earlier they used to have a group discussion, but right now they'll give you a case. Okay, you'll be around 5 to 10 people. They'll give you a caselet. You're supposed to read it, think about it, and present your points. What do you think is correct and why not? So you have like a case analysis, then you have an essay writing. So if they give you a topic, it's more of a current affair topic. So how comfortable are you? Are you aware of those topics? What do you think? What's your perspective? See, because they don't care what's right or what's wrong. All they care about is what do you think about it and how clear are you with your views? Because all these things matter when you get into an IIM, right? So they have their essay writing and they check your grammar and stuff. They check everything. And then after that, they release a final list and they let you know whether you're selected or not. So aptitude is important, not only mathematically, logically, but your current affairs and stuff also really matter. Whereas for other colleges, they have like a normal group discussion. So normal group discussion, they'll give you a topic, you can think about it and then just speak on it. And then a personal interview. Now, personal interview is primarily focused on why are you doing MBA? Is it because your parents forced you or your friends are doing it? And they figure it out. Huh? They're very smart. They figure it out if this person genuinely wants to do it or not. And then what made you interested in MBA coming from different various backgrounds, and how are you going to deal with the pressures, what specialization, what family background, everything. So if you are clear about things, all I'm saying is be clear. Why do you want to do MBA? How is it going to enhance your life, your profession, everything? If you're not clear, if you're just bluffing it, trust me, they're going to screw your case. And they do that. Okay, so you have to be very careful when you're answering. So yeah.
Yeah,
But this is like a generic. No, you don't need to be.
Okay,
Yeah.
coming to my next question. If somebody is planning to go abroad for the similar course, how is it different?
Correct.
What is the procedure like to go ahead with that?
Okay, so like for the Indian exams, you're supposed to complete your graduate and then you can apply. Similarly, for the abroad exams, you're supposed to complete your graduate. There are two main exams which students give. One is Gmat and one is GRE. So Gmat is accepted by 114 countries. So if you want to go to US, Canada, UK, Australia, whatever. So Gmat tests more of your aptitude skill. Okay, and there are many more colleges to which you can apply via GMAT. Many more MBA colleges. For GRE, if you want to get into your technical field only, if you want to get into your engineering, if you want to do masters in engineering or even MBA, but then there are limited options for MBA. But then if people are clear, okay, this is the college I'm targeting, and it's I can target via GRE. You can give GRE also. So first you have to give the exam. The good part is GRE and GMAT exam can be given multiple times in a year. For CAT or NMAT or SNAP, it's like you can give once a year. And for NMAT, in fact, you can give thrice a year. Right now, they've changed the pattern. SNAP also, they've changed the pattern. You can give thrice a year as on 2021. But GMAT and GRE, you can give multiple times a year. It does not matter. So if you get a good score, if you're satisfied with your score, you can proceed. If you're not satisfied, you can give it again. And after that, you're supposed to write your SOP, your statement of purpose as to why do you want to do GMAT, from which college, why, what specialization and stuff. And then you have your interviews. And then once you get selected, you're good to go. But I'll tell you one fun fact. GMAT, GRE, aptitude-wise are slightly easier compared to Indian exams.
I
So
think
they
they're
are
more
way more.
literal.
Yeah, they are.
Right, right.
Yes.
But okay, so coming to my next question now that you talk about how they are much easier, what
Correct.
is the role of WorkX? And I have noticed that, in India, they generally, after graduation, they allow people to do MBA. However, in foreign
Correct.
countries, they ask you for a work experience. So what is the importance of WorkX?
Correct. See, in India, the problem is you come from a different background. You work in that industry, and then now you want to switch into a completely different background. So, like for example, if I'm an engineer, I've done something in IT, and now I want to get into marketing. So, even if I have, let's say, 5 years of work ex, for them, for the company wherein I want to get into marketing, I'll be considered as a fresher only. So, if you have a relevant work ex, if you are from IT and if you want to do your master's in IT, MBA in IT or operations, then it makes sense. That is the reason it is said that even if you're applying for CAT or NMAT or SNAP, and even if you don't have a work ex, it does not matter that much because there are very few students who want to continue in the same line wherein they have done their graduation. So if you're doing that, if you have a work ex of 2-3 years, and if you're doing masters in the same thing, then that's brilliant because you get a very good hike, and if you get many good opportunities because you have like a post grad and a grad degree in the same thing. But then if, like I said, if graduation is different, post graduation, the degrees are different, the fields are different, even if you have like a 10 years of work ex, you'll still be a freshman for the company, so it does not matter. And in abroad, the thing is, see, most of the students who are doing their grad, they have like a planned channel. So they follow the same channel, they follow the same field. So it's like a good exposure for them, and the faculties, I'm sorry to say, but then they're really supportive, and you understand where do you really want to get it. So that's a bit of a problem here, and we are not clear when we are doing our graduation and stuff. So that's the reason it's not that important.
Fair,
Yeah.
fair enough. Okay, now coming to my last question before I let you go. A lot of people
Okay.
are confused when it comes to specialization. So, what do you have to say about
Correct.
that, and how does one decide what they really want to do finally?
Correct. So I'll just give you my example. I got into a good MBA college. I was kind of sure about marketing, but not very sure. So I just got into the college, and I was not sure whether this will really work for me or not. So the good part is for all the colleges, between the first 6 months to 1 year. So right now, for some colleges, it's 6 months, for some colleges, it's 1 year. You have a common field. So it's like a common syllabus, common course structure, everything is common. So everybody, all the students from all the specializations are going to sit together. So what I'm doing is I'm studying HR also, I'm studying marketing also, I'm studying operations also, I'm studying finance also. Then over a period of 6 months to 1 year, if I realize that, marketing is not something I'm really interested in, I'm really keen on doing operations or something, I can make a switch. I can request the college key. No, I'm not interested in marketing. Please allow me to go for operations, and I'm very sure about it. Also, there are many colleges they conduct certain tests. These are not aptitude tests, but these are certain personality psychometric tests, and this really helps you identify that are you really keen on doing marketing? Are you really interested, or should you go for something else? So after that also, and once you take a call, you can switch between specializations. So it's okay not to be clear about things, even if you're going to the college. Yeah.
Right.
The
Right.
only thing I would say is getting into a good college is very, very important. Because if you get into a good college, you get a lot of exposure, you get to do a lot of networking, you come in contact with your alumni, and alumni network is the most important thing in any MBA college, because if your seniors are doing well, if they are at good positions, you can always contact them for whatever you need. Okay, but if the college is not that great, there are many average colleges also. They're charging the same amount of money as other colleges. But then if you're going to get like a 3 lakh, 4 lakh wala job after doing an MBA also, so it's not worth it because you're investing so much. So all I tell the students is it's okay to take a year break. even if you don't get into a good college within a year, you take one more year ka break if it's possible for you, but try and get into the best college, because only if you get into a best college, a good college, then your degree is worth it. Otherwise it's useless, it's just a piece of paper. So be very careful when you get into a college.
That's absolutely what I agree with you. Thank you so much for sparing your time and giving us an insight about all these interesting topics and something that a lot of people were confused about, to be very honest.
Right.
So was I.
Right.
So thank you very much. And I hope I can see you in person very soon. And I will see you next
Yeah.
in a short bit.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you.